Today I'm going to show you how you can edit a Glowforge catalog design file in your dashboard. Lately there have been a lot of new designs in the free with premium part of the catalog. I really like some of them, and I just want to show you how I went about editing one of them in order to suit my preferences. So first you'll be here, shop.glowforge.com, collections, designs, or pretty much the catalog button, and I'm going to be going to free with premium. Now, I've already bought this design, but the one I'm working with today are the Monstera leaf coasters. I really like this design. However, I am not a fan of sharp edges on my coasters. So I will hit open my design. Okay, and as you can see, we have all the coasters right there. Let's hide this so we can have some more space. Just like the sample, we'll be using medium cherry plywood. In order to edit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside border, and instead of using a sharp pointed square, I will show you how to use the premium features to make a rounded square. Or if you don't have premium but you bought the design, how you can import it, whatever you want from the outside and fit it in here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select one of them, and you can either hold down Control Shift and G all at the same time, or you can right click and hit ungroup. Okay, so for now I'm gonna select, or I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard and click on the outer border to deselect that. We want to keep all the inner parts together. That's the part that I really like. So again, we can either hold down Control and press G on the keyboard, or you can right click over it and hit group. So now all of this is grouped together and it's separate from that outside cut border. If you have premium, we can come up here to insert shape, which is a premium feature, and insert square. This previous square was 3.974 inches, so I'm going to go ahead and make the new square the same size. Okay, 3.974 inches. And over here for shape, I want rounded corners. I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch rounded, which is 0.125. Okay, and I think also, if you don't know, you can also do 1 divided by 8 and hit enter, and it'll give you the same thing. If you work in millimeters, I think it does the same thing with that. 3 millimeters. Yeah, I guess it's not exactly the same equivalent, but it's close enough. So I like 1/8. Okay, now another thing with the premium features, we have the align and distribute. You can have the snapping turn on and off, and here you could see with this green line, it is aligned both vertically and horizontally. We could do that, or we can select both, come down here to align selected groups, and we have align by middle, align by center. Okay, I don't want to lose this. I want it to be all together. So we can either select both pieces, hit Control G, or again, right click and then group. Okay? You don't need to keep this, but if you wanted to do it for all of these, now we can do something simple. We'll do, you can either do copy and then paste, and then hold down Shift and rotate it around. I mean, when we cut these, they're all going to be pretty much the same anyways. This is a visual aspect of it for your dashboard. Okay, so here we have these two pieces here. We can again hold down Control C and then Control V to copy and paste, or you can right click and do copy and paste. With both of these selected, we can come to the side over here and we can hit flip horizontal, and that will take the place of these. So Now we've got all 4 coasters. Okay, it looks just like the other ones, except now all of our edges are rounded. Okay, so we have that. But if you do not have premium features, you can also use your own Design Studio software. I have Inkscape, so I'll go into Inkscape, open it up, and then I'll create the shape that I want. From here, I can come down to create rectangles and squares. I will hold down Control Shift. It makes it as a square. It'll make it come out centered around one spot at an even distance. Okay, if you didn't know this, when you make your rectangle, we have up here sharp corners. It gets rid of all the curves. So if you didn't have anything in there selected to begin with, when you make a new square or rectangle, it'll have these sharp curves. I need it to be all sides 3.974. So this is a aspect ratio lock. So if I change one side, if I have this clicked, if I change one side, it'll change the other side in proportion to that. So because I wanted them to be the same, and this is already a square, I just had to lock this and then only have to enter one side. Now, I've done that, but how do I get to do the rounded edges? So we're going to click on the square rectangle that we made, come back to this tool, and then we can edit what we've already created. So here, I enter my 1/8 of an inch, and now you can see I have rounded the corners. Okay, we can save that. I'm just going to save it to my desktop, and then come back to this file here, import artwork, upload, and I go to the desktop, and here we have drawing. I'll open that up. And now the same thing. If I ungroup this, oops. If I ungrouped it, I just want the center pieces again to be grouped. Let's undo this one. Okay, we'll group that. And now this is the shape that I brought in from Inkscape. And we can do the same thing. We can click on both, align middle, center, or if you have the snap on, you can use the grid, and then you can group that together. And now you have the edited outside cut shape of the coasters. And so a lot of these things can be done with any of the patterns in the Glowforge catalog. If you're trying to change height, slot width, anything like that, it can be done. It's work, but it's all possible. So I hope this helps somebody. Say you love the coasters, but for me, I just wanted some rounded edges, and this is how you do it.